How's it going, guys? This is God Cannon back once again, and today is a very special day. As you may have noticed, there are some different looking things on my channel, and that's because I finally came up with a channel name, and gonna get into that, explain what's going on. I will say right off the bat, everything is just cosmetic. I'm still God Cannon, or GC, your buddy. And there's not going to be a whole lot of changes to the content that I have on my channel. But I just never really had a channel name, never really had any designs around it. And first of all, I'd like to really thank Brett from Board Dog Games. The guy's a fantastic, fantastic guy. Does a lot for the PSVR community. And good friend of mine. Does tons of walkthroughs and stuff. Has a great channel. Make sure you go check him out. Really appreciate you, man, for Metcat. What's up, buddy? Met. I was just watching you playing something to the top. Good stuff, man. I wanted to jump in with you. But, I just wanted to, first of all, take a moment to thank everybody for all the support. Thank you, Brett, man. You're the best, dude. I absolutely love the design of everything. Wrath, what's up, dude? All my Gamecats in the house. Whoop! You guys are like my family, man. I honestly enjoy hanging out with you guys more than my real life friends, and that's no joke. You guys are just so much fun all the time. But let's get into this. So I want to try to be brief about this, and then we're going to talk about the award show last night. That was just absolutely amazing. It totally blew my mind. And I got a couple things to give out for you guys. Yeah, man, totally. You guys are the greatest, man. The whole PSVR community. But I'm so thankful for you guys, man. I really am. It's been ever since almost 2 years ago. My life has changed a lot. I never used to play online. I never, used to socialize with people that I didn't know. I just had my close group, and that was it. And the PSVR community has proven to me that this is a different kind of, thanks, Reth. This community has proven to me that, this is a very special group of people. This is a group unlike any other. And really just wanted to thank you guys once again. And it's really been an amazing ride so far, and we have so many good times to come. But first of all, let me just give you a quick background of my past real quick. Essentially, I started as an NES gamer. I played a lot of Ninja Gaiden. Grim, what's up, buddy? Meow to you, sir. Started as an NES gamer. I think the first thing I played was like Duck Hunt, Mario, and my family, friends had it. And so I would always try to go down the street and play it when I could. And I just wanted it so bad. And then one day, a long time later, I was going through, I think it was a flea market or something, and I saw the box for Mega Man 2. And when I saw this box, I was in a trance. I couldn't believe how good it looked. And yes, this is for real. I saw the box of Mega Man 2, the front cover of it, and was blown away and was like, okay, I need this game. I need to have this. And Mega Man was a big reason that I started. That's why I mention it in a bunch of games that I play. Pixel Ripped especially. But good buddy Cloak counted the times I said Mega Man, which was 23. And that was just in an hour, and that was just finding all the different Easter eggs. But, and I played NES. I had an SNES later on, and I absolutely loved it. But the really life-changing moment for me was when the PlayStation 1 came out. When the PlayStation 1 came out, I was still pretty young, definitely not a little kid anymore, but pretty young. And it was the first console that essentially, my family was pretty strict about video games. My mom was really cool about video games. My dad, not so much. He was very much hard-nosed, old school. And, Ridge Racer, what a good game. I love the Galaga thing in the beginning. But essentially, the reason PlayStation became a special part of my life is for my Christmas present. This is how strict my family was. For my Christmas present, I was allowed to work and save up an allowance and stuff and buy a PlayStation 1. And I think I saved up $120 over the course of a month and a half or so or something. I did shit tons of work. I like all kinds of stuff nonstop. Was mowing neighbors' yards, doing all this different stuff, anything I could. And I really wanted Twisted Metal, but all I could afford was Jet Moto, which was $20. Yeah, dude, Ninja Gaiden. Oh my god. I mean, Ninja Gaiden. There's a lot of underground ones too, like or secret ones like Bump and Jump, Bayou Billy, a bunch of good. I could talk about NES games for days, man. I mean, that's really where the first. I mean, those games are so hard, so fun. It really helped shape a lot of like how I game today. But anyways, I got the PS1 and I got it with Jet Moto. And it came with that, of course, that disc. Yes. Oh my God. Don't even mention the water level. Mighty Mouse, what's going on, man? How are you? Good to see you. But yeah, so I got, my PS1, I got, Jet Moto, which is like still one of my favorite games to this day. I still want a Jet Moto in VR. Hopefully we'll get a clone of it in VR, if not the real thing. But they totally need to bring that back. That's not another subject, though. I was a huge Twisted Metal fan growing up. That was like one of my favorite series. And just, after getting that PS1, I stayed with PlayStation all along the way. I had the PS2, the PS3, PS4, obviously. And now we've come all the way to PSVR. And this change from going from TV to PSVR is a lot like the change of going from SNES when it was all 2D, heck yeah, from all 2D and then going to 3D with PlayStation 1 games. I'm a very nostalgic gamer. Sunshine, oh, thank you, man, appreciate you. Yeah, we're about to discuss some of that real quick, too. Also, but I got something for you guys. There's going to be a couple things going on here. So be ready. Let's see here. But that change, has been incredible. The going from the 2D to 3D, and gaming started to kind of feel the same. It started to all kind of run together, and PSVR really changed that. And I have a lot of nostalgia for PS1, old school PlayStation gaming. NES games, because that's just where I started from, and it means a lot. It means the world to me. So right now, I am typing something in the chat. So keep your eye on the chat, and don't worry, there's going to be more after this, and I will give details on that. Boom. Good luck, guys. But yeah, so this change from PSVR and stuff has been unexpected. I never imagined that I would actually get to experience playing PSVR. When I bought a PSVR, I went out on a limb and totally took a chance and was like, it's PlayStation, it's something new. Nice. Yeah, there was a bunch of other stuff I played too, but I'll get into that later. These NES and PS1, especially PS1, were the big ones for me. It changed my life forever. So also wanted to go through, oh, by the way, I am very hungover last night. I wanted to hang out with you guys in the chat during the awards show last night. I watched the whole thing from start to finish. It honestly blew my mind. PSVR Without Parole, Brian, Jeremy, Dez, Michelle, the one and only, they did an amazing job with that. Not only the editing, but the way they put it together and just really got it out in such a quick amount of time was mind-blowing. I was really impressed. And even better, I had a bunch of people come over last night that was unexpected. I was wanting to hang out with you guys in the chat. I tried to say a couple things when I could. But it ended up cool because I ended up having a bunch of people over. We spread out across the couches, and we had everything up on the big screen TV. And it was like watching a real award show, and it was nuts. And I had no idea that I was originally going to be a part of it. That was just amazing. That was like just something really cool and unexpected, and it really meant a lot. And I didn't expect to have anybody like kind of following or paying attention. Like, I just wanted to help a couple gamers out. As you know, this channel is about helping other gamers be better, and not only that, but being supportive. Billy Crystal, I wouldn't go that far, but I do appreciate that. But Billy Crystal's the man. But you know, I never expected to be in this position before, and so a lot of this is new to me. I didn't even really watch gaming on YouTube and stuff prior to PSVR, but I've just become so obsessed with this community. There were a lot of judges. I don't even know all the judges. I couldn't tell you each one. There was a lot of just random ones. He has stated, though, that for next year, it's going to be us, baby. It's going to be all Gamecats. So you guys get ready. Make sure you play whatever you can. Be ready to play all the nominees and be ready to vote. It was really cool. I'm serious. I was shocked by a lot of the results. I did not expect that. And we're about to go through them right now. Hold on. I've got a little bit of the hair of the board dog. Let me... Like I said, I do apologize. I had a lot of people over last night. I am very hungover, and I'm doing my best right now to, like, not fall apart. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the show. First of all, like I said, big thank you to Brian for doing all this work. He busted his ass to make that thing look as good as it did, and it was really worth it. Yes. We will. We're going to get in it. No, there's something other than the blue pants. Did you see his sparkly little presentation card thing? Okay, but we'll get into that in a second. I'm going to be quick about this. So, first off, we had Michelle presenting the best award for the best launch game, and Rush of Blood won. And, you know, I think Job Simulator was a good fight because it's a huge game. It's a lot of something that it's almost like a tech demo-y kind of game, but it's something that a lot of people really like to show off to. I know. I miss Mama Cat too, but she'll be back. That was my leg, by the way. That didn't look right. This is me scratching my leg. I promise. That's not. Yeah. But Mama Cat presented the best launch game, which was Rush of Blood, and to me, that was pretty amazing because Rush of Blood was, in fact, like pretty much the reason I bought a PSVR. It was like I was like, oh my god, I want this. Yeah, posting reaction vids. I would love to see some of those. Yeah, people freaking out, like dropping the stuff. But Rush of Blood is fantastic. You know, I really wish Supermassive kept it together a little bit better, but they 100% deserve that award because that game, you know, there's wave shooters and stuff, or shooters still coming out that kind of hold your hand or like this. They're like, no, screw it. Like, we're going to throw you down a roller coaster. We're going to have ghosts popping up to your left and right. We're going to have monsters coming at you, shit just flying everywhere. Like, it was amazing. I'm a big, big House of the Dead fan. And so Rush of Blood really, like, satisfied that urge for me to play, like, more House of the Dead. There was even this game back in the day called Carnival, and it was always, like, at the bowling alley or whatever, and Carnival was really hard, and it was, like, unfair, and this was, like, cool to finally have something newer that was, you know, a little bit more balanced. But great job, Michelle. You're the best. You rock. You did a great job and really awesome pick. Yeah, it can be. It is unpsychotic for sure. It's pretty rough. Next up, we actually had myself doing Gamertag. What's up, dude? Great job last night, Gamertag. I'm about to get to you in just a second. Next up, I did the presentation for for Best Wave Shooter, which Blasters of the Universe won. It was, honestly, that was a tough one because I really like Raw Data. Hey, you do? Nice. Yeah, dude, that game was fantastic. Yeah, man, you know, really big thanks to Roy. What's up, dude? Oh, man, so good to see all you guys coming in here. You're so awesome. Yeah, you know, that's a tough one because I really like Raw Data. But that's more of like a cyberpunk thing. That's more my style, sci-fi, cyberpunk. These were, thanks, Gamer. What's up, dude? Thank you guys, man. You guys did a great job too. The chat was absolutely off the charts. Like I was there. I had a lot of people over watching on the TV, and it was hard to talk with you guys, but I wanted to so bad. But I also couldn't take my eyes off the show. Like, it was so good. But yeah, Blasters though, if I don't know if you've played it, Matt, but Blasters is really good. It really does have kind of like a super hot thing where you have to move around, dodge stuff while you're shooting a bunch of stuff. It, in my opinion, even though like I'm a big raw data fan, like I can't let my personal bias like get in the way. I think Blasters really earned that reward, and it's a fantastic game. It was really awesome. Yeah, no, you really should. You really should. It's a lot better than you think, and you will get sore from that game. When I played it, dude, next day my left leg, like my left inner thigh, was like burning, and I was like, what the hell is this? What is this muscle here? I had no idea I had this, but it's a little bit of a workout. It's pretty sweet, and congratulations to them. They do deserve it. And Servios has so many good games. Like they'll be fine. But props to all the other nominees. They were fantastic as well. So next up, we had Mr. Dave Station. Great job, Dave. He did his announcement or the award for best horror game. And on the surface, this seems like it would be something really easy to decide. It's Resident Evil 7, obviously. That's not entirely true. I mean, I really like the Persistence. It is in the Game of the Year 2018 for PSVR for me. It was such a quality game and had so much replay value and was just amazing. And so even though, Resident Evil 7 is the GOAT, Persistence really, deserves a lot of praise too, because it was one of the first games this year that came out that was full length, and it kind of set the tone for when we were going to get Firewall and get I'm going to be playing that pretty soon actually. I'm excited for that. But best game overall, it probably would take a minute because I've heard a lot of mixed things on it too, but for me the hard part was deciding between Persistence and Resident Evil 7. Obviously, I went with Resident Evil 7 because it was just like one of the first games I played, and it has lots of content, lots of twists, variety, and stuff like that. And man, it was just such an experience. The horror genre, this was a really cool award to give out because the horror genre is without a doubt the best genre that is translated from flat screen to VR. I don't think there's another genre that really magnifies its effect like this one does. It's pretty incredible how horror translates to VR. So great job, Dave Station. I love his like creepy thing that he went for. He did a great job. I really enjoyed his thing. Next up, we have Mr. GT himself, Mr. Gamertag VR, who is all keeping it classy, looking good, my man, with the suit. Really doing it up. Dressed to impress for sure. No horror for you. Yeah, it can be stressful, but I will say with a lot of horror games, you go and once you get past a certain jump, it makes it easy. And yeah, no, for sure. And Mr. Gamertag did best multiplayer game, which is really cool. I think it's even special for him because of how much he supports the community and fights to bring everybody together. GT is secretly a Gamecat. Don't tell anybody. But he's all about community. He's all about, being classy, representing everything. Yeah. Yeah, and that genre's not for everyone, but man, so good. GT really brings a lot to PSVR in as a whole. He's definitely a class act, 110% through and through. He really does a lot to support the community. He has a lot of fun, and I can tell, and he works his ass off for what he does. A lot of these video editing, doing all this stuff is not easy, and getting in touch with developers and, arranging a bunch of stuff is just absolutely, I don't know how he finds the time to do it. I honestly don't. But he does. And now we can discuss the amazing wardrobe malfunction that he had. GT, you forgot your pants, man. I did. Those were some lovely blue shorts. Those were absolutely incredible. I got a great laugh as soon as you walked up. I was waiting for something. I was like, there's no way. I was like, well, something's going to happen. And sure enough, first of all, it was it was the card you pulled out. You pulled out the sparkly award nominee card, and dude, I was already in tears by that point. And then you got up, walked away, Primark specials. And then you got up, walked away, had the blue shorts on. That was magnificent, man. Great job. You did a great job presenting, brother. It was an honor to, have you on there and get to share and announce these awards with you, man. And you're just a great dude overall. Really, on and off the field, you're the real MVP, man. Great work. Just keep it up, dude. We got tons of fun to have. And great job. And, of course, the game. So you got to, yeah, man, you as well, brother. You got to do multiplayer, which is perfect for you, for how involved in the community you are, and Firewall, baby. Firewall has been huge for PSVR. This is the game, the biggest game by, no doubt, the biggest game for PSVR. There's tons of people going out getting a PSVR for this game. There's a great, yeah, it really is. And there's some of those other games are great too. But Firewall is just in a league. All the other games are kind of like right here. Firewall's just like up here. Like, I don't know. I will lose tracking if I try to show you where Firewall is. But really, really incredible game. Honestly, I'll get more into that in a little bit. But hands down, best multiplayer game. And great job, GT. With your presentation. Absolutely loved it. Had a great laugh and always keeping it classy, my man. Next up, we had Jeremy, who did the award for Jeremy, who did the award for best use of Move controllers. This one was tough for me. This was one of those ones that ripped out my heart. Yeah, I know. And, To the Top is my game, man. That is hands down. But I will say, a lot of people, Super Hot has done a lot for a lot of people. And it completely deserves the award. The amount of, using your body to dodge and maneuver really showed off how when you're in the game, how moving your body to dodge bullets, the slowing the time. That game is a big deal, and a lot of people like it. There's a reason it's been out forever, and it's still just now having a bundle created for it, because that game changes people. I mean, it's my little brother's favorite game. I do have a little brother, Elias. What's up, dude? Shout out to you. I love you, man. He's a big reason I do this channel. He wants to do this one day, and so I'm kind of just figuring it out for him so I can teach him. And he's a hell of a gamer, and he's going to be, doing some stuff in the future. But that's his favorite game. And so for that reason, I totally agree with it winning the award for best use of move support. But everybody knows To the Top is my jam. Richard, everybody, Dan, those guys are absolutely incredible for what they've achieved. I'm really glad that game has the success it has once it came to PSVR. Whenever I hear somebody say, we didn't see any success until we came to PSVR, that makes my day. It really does. And it's amazing. And those guys, those developers, they do To the Tops every Tuesdays. So if you have that game, you can play with Livinator, sometimes me, a bunch of people, the developers. And so if you have that game, make sure you keep an eye out To the Top Tuesdays and check that out. But great job, Jeremy, on presenting. He did it. He's such a cool guy, and he's the only person with a Boston accent that doesn't drive me nuts. So congratulations for that too, Jeremy. Next up, we had PS World. Okay, this is one of the cool. Oh, nice. What's up, Seven? So next up we had PS World doing the best sci-fi game. Hold on one sec. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, man. No, thank you. What did I miss? I know yeah, close with Rec Room. No, for sure. Yeah, man. Almost 250. It's nuts. But yeah, PS Worlds, he does great stuff on his channels. He puts a lot of work into those animations and stuff. And he seems like a really nice guy. I don't actually know him too well, but he is definitely in the group, and it seems like a really nice guy and makes good content. So what more can you ask for? But he did one of my favorite categories, and this one made me so happy. And it was for best sci-fi game, and it was Farpoint that won. Farpoint, you guys, it was like one of the first games to legit like make me break down and be like, this is the future. Like, Farpoint was something that I wanted for so long. As a huge sci-fi fan, it was just a dream come true. I mean, and then it came with the aim controller, with the joysticks and the one-to-one tracking. It had this incredible story. It has this incredible story trailer, which if you haven't seen it yet, you need to go see it. I don't care if you've beaten the game twice or gotten the platinum. Go watch the story trailer because it's really amazing. Yeah, nice, Roy. That's a good one. Nice. Yeah, me too. But that game like was seriously like a life-changing moment for me. Even just from seeing the trailer. As soon as I saw that, I was like, I have to have this game. I love Starship Troopers. I love Terminator. I love aliens and stuff, and it has all that in it. And the way it combines the quality story, and then thank you, Reth. The quality story, the co-op, man. The co-op is so good. I was just talking to somebody about it last night. I think it was Shughead. But if you haven't played the co-op, you have to, like, because it's different levels. They've actually gone back, added new levels to it. So it's not just like, oh, let's just take the single player campaign. Let's, copy and paste. What's up, JD? Max in the house. Meow. Good to see you, man. But they didn't just copy and paste the story from the single player. They completely made new levels for the co-op, and it is some of the best co-op. And, honestly, it deserves to be up there with Firewall. I mean, Firewall is the best multiplayer game, but don't underestimate the power. Oh, yeah, what's up, JD? Yeah, man, so I'll get to that in a second. I mentioned it a little bit, but I didn't mention why I went with the name I went with, which I'm excited to share too. But yeah, congratulations to Farpoint, Impulse Gear. They are currently working on a new game that they have said is going to blow everybody away. It's going to be like one of the biggest AAA quality games. And of course, if you don't know, they also help make the aim. And the aim controller is one of the greatest things about PSVR. It's such a great peripheral. It's got PCVR people jealous. Like, I hear it all the time. Yeah. They're I don't know if it's Farpoint 2. I hope it is, personally. But it's going to be something with the aim because they helped create that. Yeah. And so, really, congratulations to them. And great job, PS World, for presenting them. Next up, this was a funny one. We had Mr. Seraphim 190. I'm hoping for Farpoint 2. I think if it's not Farpoint 2, it's just going to be something original. But I hope it's a Farpoint 2 because that game is like one of my favorite games of all time. And I was so happy to see, even in the post discussion, to see Brian mention, like, he was like, I can't do an award show without Farpoint winning something. And he was worried. Oh, yeah. And he was worried about, Star Trek getting it. And I told him, he texted me and he was like, man, I just really, this feels so wrong. Like, Farpoint's not going to win. And I was like, and he didn't even tell me which one. I don't have any information about anything really, but I told him, I was like, look, man, Star Trek, I'm not a Trekkie, but that game is freaking fantastic. Like, oh yeah. I was like, man, that Star Trek game is really, really good. Plus, it got 2 nominations in 2 different categories, so that should mean a lot as well. And they tried to emphasize that. But it was just amazing, man. And yeah, so happy for that. But let's go ahead, keep moving. Next up, we had Seraphim 190 doing the best physical workout game. This was a funny category because there's so many people that really don't like to exercise and stuff in VR. And I mean, how can you blame them? You get off work, you're tired. The last thing you want to do is be moving around, sweating and breathing hard and cramping up and like you can't breathe and your freaking shoulders hurt. And it was a great category. I think this one I had a change of heart, but I'm glad that Creed won because I voted for Sprint Vector because I've played that game on like nonstop, and that game has you doing like this for like hours upon hours. When I went and got the platinum, I played it for 7 hours straight to get the platinum to finish up the trophies. And dude, I hurt in places that I never thought existed. Like I had like muscles like sticking out in like the side of my back, like just like it was so crazy. Yeah. But that being said, I agree with Creed winning because when I played Creed, the next couple of days, like I hurt really bad. My shoulders were hurting. I don't have like any shoulder pains or any aches or anything. But that game tore my shoulders apart. Like I was like sitting there, I was like walking around to work like this. Like I couldn't even move my freaking shoulders, and it hurt so bad. And I think the difference is you're doing a lot of like inside, crunching up. 3 days of pain. Yeah, no, for real. You're doing a lot of like crunching up and stuff like this. And when I think, yeah, after the first round. I think there's something more physical than doing this. This is more of like a cardio thing, but the way that contracts your like muscles and everything and like, squeezes, it's like doing sit-ups while you're playing. And you're busted up all over. It hurts so much. So I think that game really deserved it. And they're both by Servio, so, any Servios game could practically be in the best physical workout category. But yeah, great job if he dies, he dies. Oh man. But great job by Seraphin. Well, what's up, buddy? 4 hours Creed. Oh god, yeah, that sounds awful. I play in short bursts. Arnold Schwartz Green Room. Tons of Ben Gay. Oh man, JD, you funny. But yeah, and great job, Seraphin. His video was really funny. That dude's nuts, and I love him for that. Too funny. Yeah, man. Little bit of rebranding, little new name. It's all cosmetic. Still GC. Still God Cannon. Nothing different. Just wanted a little, a little professionalism, little good-looking stuff, and I'll explain at the end, where that comes from. But thank you for joining. Next up, we had Nat doing the best racing game. This one was also another tough one because there's a lot of really good racing games, some that use the wheel. You got Dirt Rally, Gran Turismo, and then, you've got Wipeout. These are all really good, and of course Drive Club. And these are all really good games, but I think Wipeout does win handily because, it has the multiplayer. The one thing I wanted about it is like using like the HOTAS or something like that, moves HOTAS. Something just to give it that little bit more racing immersion, the wheel even. What'd you say? Yeah, it really is. And I know JD loves Gran Turismo. I like Dirt Rally, personally. But I did vote for Wipeout because it just truly deserves it. That game is something I've been playing since the PS1. It's been around forever. It always has this amazing soundtrack. And it was one of the first games to bring that sense of like speed. And every time I get into Wipeout, I say the same thing when the game boots up. And I'm just like, yeah. And I'm just like, wow, like this game looks incredible. Yes, yeah, Dirt Rally. Dirt Rally is probably the one that I play the most, to be honest with you. It's hardcore as hell. Right. See, I like sci-fi. I like, if to me, I do like realism as well, especially since VR came out. I used to like typically like more fantasy, sci-fi, stuff like that. They really all are all great, and they really all deserve a nice little round of applause. But yeah, great job for them. Yeah, totally. Great job, Nat, for presenting. It was great to see him again. All these people presenting, I had no idea who was presenting. I literally knew nothing. going in, and so it was as much of a surprise to me as it was for everyone else. Yeah, no, for sure. Everyone deserves it, man. The racing Chuck said to get yeah, nice. I have a lot of people that come over and they like Gran Turismo the most. They like to come over, grab the wheel that I have, the T150 Pro, and they love racing in Gran Turismo with the wheel, and they're just like blown away. I can't get them off of it. Yeah. But yeah, great job, Nat, with the presentation too. Next up, we had Mr. Polish Paul, your PSVR dude, your VR dude, funny guy, great channel, freshest clickbait in the village. Just kidding. No, his clickbait gets me every time though. I still leave him a like. Always leave him a like. Yeah, Dirt Rally is incredible. Polish Paul did a great job doing his usual thing, his comedy routine, and he's just such a naturally funny dude, and his accent cracks me up. And just yeah, so they got Static, and this was really cool. This one was really cool because Static won, which is a fantastic game. I actually voted for Moss. I liked Static a lot, but Moss to me, it needed an award. So it not only needed an award, but it's also one of my favorite games. One of my favorite games of all time, and really was a big deal. Yeah, what's the message? What's the meaning? What's the message? But yeah, I'm totally cool with Static. One of my friends actually picked up Static and played it, and he hasn't played a lot of VR games, but he loved that one and was like couldn't stop it. He loves puzzle games, and you know, if there was an adventure game category, I think Moss would have won. There wasn't an adventure category, but I think Moss definitely would have won that one, and but Static deserves it. It's a pure puzzle game. That's what it is first and foremost. It's a superior puzzle game to Moss, so therefore it should win the best puzzle game. Even better, it was really cool to see the developers come in and give a thank you video of accepting the award. That was like mind blowing. Not only did they have a video of them just goofing off, kind of cracking up, making some jokes, but then it cuts to a video that they made in their game of the doctor pulling up the trophy and being like, well, I just came in and this was here and it's really cool, and accepted the award that way. Really just shows you like how creative they are and how talented they are, and just what a cool group of people they really are. I mean, it really was. And they really deserved it. I know. It was nuts. They really deserved it. But it was incredible, man. Good for them. Great job. Congratulations to them. And great job, Polish Paul. He's a really good dude. That's a good question, actually. I'm not sure. They might be working on something else, but Polish Paul is a really great guy, man. He's awesome. Don't let his clickbait discourage you, because his content is waiting for you right behind that clickbait, and it's really good. Even if you like comedy, the news that he has, he's on top of everything. Such a great guy. Definitely check him out if you haven't. Yeah. So next up, we had Mr. Desra Strange himself. Yeah. Paul is on top of it, man. He's definitely a great news guy. But we had Desra doing the category of best use of VR. This one was interesting. This one was very, very tough to call. Dez is the man. I love Dez because he's so humble, and he's kind of like me. Like, he likes the kind of casual stuff as well. I play a lot of hard stuff, but I also, just because I play a lot of hard stuff doesn't mean I don't like casual stuff too. And we both agree about Moss. Yeah, he speaks the truth. All right, hold on one second. I got something for you guys. Wait one second. All right, boom, there you go. Good luck, whoever gets that one. Oh, and there's definitely more to come. So where were we? Talking about Dez, how awesome he is. I love his dynamic that he brings because he's very opposite of. I don't know about opposite, but he's very different than Brian and brings another perspective, which is fantastic. Of course, he suffers from motion sickness, and still, has a channel on PSVR that he works on and plays these games and shares his opinion and can offer help. Very oftentimes, I get asked, does this game give you motion sickness or whatever? And he's able to answer that question. There's not many people that are so yeah, what's up, man? No problem, man. I love giving back to the community, dude. GT, you know it. We got the best people around surrounding us, and we wouldn't even be where we are without these people. So we owe them everything, and I'm gonna do my best to give them everything I can. And yeah, love you guys. But yeah, he offers that different perspective. I get asked a lot, how does motion sickness affect? And he answers that question. I can't answer that question. I don't get motion sickness at all. I can play absolutely anything and not feel sick. And I know that, I don't know why. Maybe I just have a few screws loose, and so it doesn't affect me. But whatever it is, I'm happy about it because, I don't have to worry about that problem. But, so he did Best Use of VR, which of course, Pixel Rip 1989 won. Yeah, no, for sure. They deserve it, man. Everybody deserves it, and I would give you my car if I could, but I can't do that. But yeah. So 1989 Pixel Rip. This game, like I said in the beginning of this video, the Mega Man was a big part of my life growing up, and I could see not only the Mega Man influence on Pixel Rip, but Mega Man 2 influence, and that's the game that got me started playing video games in the first place, and just was a special part of my life. Okay, cool, man. Yeah, let me know how it is. Thank you for dropping in. But absolutely deserves that game. I mean, the way the other game that I think really was deserving too was Detached. Detached put you out in space. It was so immersive. The thing that it aimed to do, it really did well. It was amazing to see, like, to actually be in space. It's a dream of mine, man. It's a dream of mine to go out into space. If they said, like, hey, we need just some random person to go to Mars, I would be like, hell yes, send my ass to Mars right now. Yeah, thank you, Reth, for dropping in, man. Appreciate you, brother. Good meow to you. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not sure. But it was really cool what Detached did, Anchar Studios, and to be able to go out and have that feeling of being in space. And that game was so hardcore with the controls. But nonetheless, that game absolutely deserves all the praise it gets. But, Pixel Rip won, which I think is deserving because the way it takes you and puts you in kind of like a meta situation where you're holding a game. It's a game inside of a game. It's gameception. And not only that, but the game you're playing was really fun. Super Hot. Yeah. Super Hot, which did win for best, what you call it, move support, which was pretty awesome. But yeah, I'll be honest with you, I voted for Detached because being in space was a dream of mine. I wanted to vote Pixel Ripped. Anna and her team are just absolutely amazing. I cannot wait, you guys, for the next Pixel Rip to come out and see what they're going to do. But, for me, being out in space, having that feeling was pretty incredible. It was like nothing I've ever experienced, and it was just absolutely amazing. But yeah, congratulations, Pixel Rip. Much well deserved. Anna is the best. She's the coolest, most awesome developer, and really, really well deserved for all of the work. I can't wait. Yes, Pixel Ripped. Good call, Will. Pixel Ripped is in fact, getting a Halloween update at some point, so keep an eye out for that. I cannot wait to play that. I will be playing the heck out of that. So next up, we're getting to the end now. Next up, we had John Riggs presenting The Most Immersive World. This one was a tough one, man. So Skyrim won, which I think is well-deserving. This one was tough, though, because, Skyrim you can get lost in forever. And, I actually did vote for Skyrim, and the reason is because of that, pretty much, is how deep, when you first boot up the game, nice. Yeah, man, if I really, really wanted to vote. I wanted to vote all of them, actually. I really liked all the nominees. Moss, Astrobot. They were all really good. And, Skyrim, it just, the amount, once you get deep into Skyrim and you really start going and, like, exploring some of the underground caverns and, some of the caves and stuff, yeah, it really was. This whole, everything was tough. Everything was tough about it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it just is endless. The amount of stuff you can do. I've got a game saved where I'm just like, I don't even know where I am in that game because I just got lost. Like, I just got lost and so sucked into the world that, like, I have no clue where I am. And it's a lot of fun. I need to go back and get out of there. But, man, it absolutely deserves that award. Mako, what's up, dog? Good to see you, man. It was fun seeing you last night, brother. But yeah, Skyrim wins that hands down, no contest. It's just, you can't, it's got like 700 hours of gameplay of being immersed. There's no arguing against that. It's ridiculous. And if you don't think it can have 700 hours of gameplay, ask JD. So finally, we had the award for best overall PSVR game. This one was the hardest of the hardest, the toughest of the tough. This one was so difficult. I'm actually not going to lie. I am very surprised that Astrobot won. I did not expect Astrobot to win. I expected Firewall to win because overall, it's more popular. It reaches out to that mainstream group of shooters that are dominating the video game market. Look at Call of Duty. Look at Battlefield. Look at Counter-Strike. Look at Rainbow Six. These are like really, really popular games. And Firewall, yeah. Wow. Yeah, man. It was really surprising. I did not expect Astro to win. I think both of them deserve it. Honestly, all the nominees pretty much deserve it. But when it all came down to it, it was Astro versus Firewall. And, I thought about changing my vote 1,000 times. I voted for Astro too because I love my platformers. And I'm not a big online multiplayer shooter guy at the end of the day. And this one, I had to think about this one really hard. I mean, there are 1,000 reasons I can tell you why Astro is better and why Firewall is better. The truth is, they're way different. And so it is really difficult to compare games that are completely different. Nice, Mako. Yeah, Solarman's like the only PSVR game I haven't played and don't want to. I couldn't stand watching the streams. It was hard. But yeah, this one was tough, man. I actually voted for Astrobot because I thought Firewall was going to win. And so, like, wanted to just say, you know what? Firewall's more for me anyway, so let's just do this. Now I'm not so sure. I'm really questioning which one I should have voted for. It's really been the toughest decision. It's not easy. Astro Toys, yeah, the Astro Toys. Apocalypse Rider, nice. I'm glad you like it. Unless you're just joking. Don't you be talking bad about my Apocalypse Rider now. Actually, I saw the video for Mono Wheels coming out, which should be great. Yeah, Astro to me, it's not about selling toys. It's not about selling mascot, although that actually is kind of a big deal. I think it's the game. It's the quality of the game, and such a love letter to all the roots that it came from. It's like, okay, see you, Reth. Appreciate you dropping in, man. But Astro, something about it, like the graphical fidelity, the music, the gameplay. I love platformers, so the gameplay, merchandise. I agree. Sell it. Might as well. But Japan Studio did an absolutely amazing job. They announced that game just earlier this year. It was my most anticipated. It came out. It exceeded my expectations. I think if you're a fan of shooters, that's awesome. Yeah, I saw your video of your daughter playing it a little bit. If I was more of a first-person shooter guy, I probably, no question, would have voted Firewall. But it really hurts, man. It hurts. It feels bad. Like, I can't feel good about a decision of having to vote between Astrobot and Firewall for Best Game of the Year. That's not a fun decision to make. That really sucks, actually. And I'm not happy about it. But you have to pick one. So I did what I did. And I went with the one that was more for me personally. But it was not easy by any means. It was, like, really hard. And I think Firewall could easily deserve the best overall game. You could really say one of those two is the best game for PSVR, easily. And either one, they're really interchangeable. They just apply to a different crowd is the only difference. The community behind Firewall and the multiplayer and the online is excellent. It's not like this. It hasn't turned into this toxic, gaming shooting community that, like, says bad words all the time, talks shit, and does all this stuff and harasses people. No, it's not like that community at all. So it's really the best of both worlds, having your first-person shooter, having the aim with the joysticks. I think overall the reason I voted for Astro was, yes, oh my god, it's going to be so good. What's up, Titan VR? Yeah, the COD community. The best overall game that won was Astrobot. There is an award show last night. There's PSVR Awards. Go check it out on PSVR Without Parole. And I will definitely be leaving a link to that video, as well as all the channels that participated and several channels that are in the community that helped vote. There's going to be a lot of lists of channels in this video. And they're all the people that make up a bunch of stuff in the community and just work their asses off to show off and support VR and show you how great it is. Yeah, man. But it was really close. I can guarantee you, it was definitely not. I don't think it was a landslide at all. Firewall also deserves that award too. But that is it for the things. Brian did present the best award overall, and he did a fantastic job. And really just want to say thank you to everybody that that participated in the thing. And nice, that's a good one. That was I think that was on the list too. Yeah, man, best community ever. Titan, Resident Evil 7. I think it was my favorite game, and then between Astral, no, not even close, brother. But I appreciate you. Astrobot and Firewall have kind of edged it out, but really, if you were to ask me personally, it would be between Astro, Firewall, and and Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 7 was my favorite game, and is one of my favorite games. Oh, I would also put Farpoint. If I had to put 4 contenders for the best PSVR game, it would be Astro, Firewall, Farpoint, and Resident Evil 7. Those to me are probably my favorite games on this console. Absolutely life-changing games. And there's so many more too. That's the funny part. There's a lot of other really great games that people need to check out. Don't overlook them. But those are just my personal 4 favorites probably. But that's it for the award show. Thank you, PSVR Without Parole, for letting me be a part of it. Brian, you rock, man. You're the dude. Dave Station GT, Jeremy, Michelle, Dez, PSVR World, Seraphim, Polish Paul, John Riggs, Nat, everybody that participated. Great job, guys. And so before I go, I've said many times, this channel is all about supporting gamers, letting gamers, get another look, usually a positive spin when it comes to me. I don't do reviews, but if it's on my channel, if I haven't deleted it, it's probably a game that I like. Essentially, if it's on my channel, it means that I like it. So that's my review. When you see me play, oh, Moss, absolutely. Oh yeah, you know what? That's another one. Shoot, that's a good point. Yeah, Moss was Moss was actually a really good Gamecat. Moss was another Game of the Year contender for me. Also, maybe even Persistence. There's a lot of really great games. You guys have no idea how hard it is to make a list like this. It's not easy. But okay. So about this name, PSVR Underground. Like I said before, a big part of my childhood was the PS1, and during that time in '98, between I think '98 and 2000s, there was the PlayStation Underground magazine. And to those of you who remember, I have a similar logo now that's kind of influenced by that. And I wanted to pay tribute to it because that was such a special part of my life. That's really what ascended, or no, not Underground right now. Yeah, man, PlayStation Underground interactive demo disc volume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it was, that had all the different demos on it. PSVR reminds me of PlayStation 1 so much. It's so weird because there's all these new games. Best year. Oh, yeah. No, I will have a video on that at some point for sure. I was waiting for, yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, man. And they were absolutely amazing. They had the magazines with the reviews, the different games that were coming out. And they were just incredible. And I had I didn't have all of them, but I had a bunch of those interactive demo discs. And I played those demo discs as much as I played full games. They were so good. And, I really just wanted to pay tribute to them. Unfortunately, that magazine closed around the early 2000s. I think it was 2003. So really just wanted to give it a tribute back to it and make people remember that there was a time, when the PlayStation Underground was a thing. Now, it is a little bit different now. The first issues. Yeah, oh man, yeah, there were some issues at first for real. Thank you, man. Awesome. I'm glad you guys like it. It's really just cosmetic. Nothing really is changing with the channel. It's just the way that it looks. Nothing else is different, really. Going to continue walkthroughs, tips, and gameplay, first impressions. I will have a couple of special things coming up soon, which you guys can look forward to. But, the walkthroughs and the tips are what I like to do. And I also like doing live streams now. I didn't used to like doing live streams as much, but, yep. I know I'm going to have to shave, be professional. But I don't like this game. Yeah. Thank you, Roy. But yeah, it's a big tribute to PlayStation Underground magazine back in the day. There is a PlayStation Underground still, but it's much different. It's more just the blog. Yeah. And it's just an online blog now. It's actually really good. They have great news, they'll have the drop and stuff, and a bunch of news of what's coming out and stuff like that. But I like how my thing is oh, there we go. Got my hand back. But yeah, it was such a big part of my life growing up. I tried to apply when I was 13 to every game developer through those magazines, and I never got the job. I was really mad. I was an aspiring 13-year-old, really trying to start my career in gaming. Didn't get it, but I couldn't be any happier where I am now, and that's all thanks to you guys. I mean, this community, the support, the way everybody supports each other and hangs out and does everything is just incredible. It's like nothing else I've been a part of. It makes me appreciate being in an online community, which I never did before. Most of you, as you know, a lot of PSVR gamers, they were either falling out of gaming or they didn't play online and stuff, and that has all changed for us. We've all now kind of found this connection, and it's really something special to be a part of, and I'm so blessed, and it's just amazing, man. And, yeah, no, there are a lot of IT people in here for sure. It's pretty funny. But, I wouldn't be here without you guys and your support and just all the love you've shown. And I want to send you all that love and support back. I'm here for you guys always. If you just want to talk, if you want to play something, I'm game. Whatever you guys want, hell yeah, man. It's a good field. If you need any advice, if you have, anything that you need, I don't care what it is, man. Just come to me. Like, I'm God Cannon on PSN. Just add me on there if you just want to talk, play something, anything, man. I'm here for you guys because I know you guys are here for me, and it's just the best community ever. And I'm so incredibly proud to be a part of this community. You guys really represent PSVR and gaming and just the whole culture of gaming in general. What you guys are doing is very special, and you guys need to keep at it because it's just, we're really turning what it can sometimes be a toxic community into a positive thing, and it's really important that we continue to do this. Okay, so before we go, got one more thing for you. Give me 1 second. Let's see here. Thanks, man. You're a good person, Mako. I love taking shots with you during live streams and stuff. Okay, bear with me 1 second. I'm getting something for the chat. Okay, here we go. These codes I've been giving out. They've all just been PSN credit, and just as a way for me to say thank you and give back to you guys. And just, this support that you give, when you drop by and just say for 5 seconds, say, hey, yeah, Chili, that's so freaking cool. That's so awesome. Titan, I've watched some of your videos too, man. Great stuff. I like your videos. It's, I'm here to also support, everybody that streams. I'm all about streamers, all about making videos. Guys, don't be nervous. Don't be afraid to share your experiences and share your games and stuff. If I had 2 people watching, I would still be doing this right now. If I had 1 person watching, if I had nobody watching, I would still be doing this right now. It doesn't matter to me. This channel is not about numbers. Yeah, what's up, Solo? This channel is not about numbers, guys. To me, it's about PSVR and you guys and just everything together. I don't give a shit about numbers. I could have nobody watching, and I would still be doing this. I'm just having fun, and really, George, hiya, Georgie. It's really been something special. Oh, thank you so much, man. It's really been something special. I mean, look at all the people pouring into the chat right now. I mean, this is incredible. This is the kind of community we have, guys. It's not like anything ever. Like, it's amazing. But okay, so here we go. Get ready. I got some codes dropping in the chat. You guys be ready. And this is the last code I'm going to give out. And congratulations to those who got the other codes throughout the stream. Thank you once again, PSVR Without Parole, for everything you've done for me, man. Brian, you've really done a lot for me, dude. You've changed my life. AWOL, Preacher, everybody, Dave Station, Lewis, GT, Gamertag. I'm going to have links to all these guys. Brett, Mr. Board Dog Games. Everybody, thank you, and thank Brett for helping me with my logo. JD, you're the freaking man. Metcat, you're the man. Everybody jumping in. Yeah, I have so much love for you guys. It's not even funny. 7, you rock, dude. I even watched your freaking FIFA stream. Roy, you the man. Titan, you're awesome, dude. Thank you for joining from Chile. That's so cool. I love that the whole people from all around the world can come together and have a fun time and enjoy. But all right, but let's go. Here we go. Boom. Good luck to whoever gets that. I just really appreciate everything you guys have done for me, and I'd never imagined I'd be here in this situation. It's really been something special. Yeah, we're going to be playing some more games today. We're going to be having some fun. If anybody wants to play something, just hit me up. I might go check out this bowling here in a minute. But yeah, and be sure to check out all the channels once I get them in the description of this video. Just thank you, everybody, for all the support and love that you've shown me from the beginning. It's been amazing, man. And I really want to continue playing games on hard and, you know, having some fun and just doing crazy stuff. No problem, Matt. No, Will, thank you, man. You guys are the best, man. I know. It's gotta be quick. Thank you, man. It was a blast. I haven't done a stream in a minute. It's been almost a week, it feels like, which is weird because I was like only doing live streams, but wanted to make my catch and release tips video, my Astrobot tips video. Dude, PSVR is for life, man. I can't wait to see. No problem, dude. I will definitely be doing more giveaways at some point. You know, this channel is not about giveaways, but I love giving back to you guys because you guys deserve it. Nothing wrong with playing on Easy, Grim. Nothing wrong. But thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much. You guys are really, really the best. And it's incredible, man, to be a part of you guys. You got it, Mako. I got you. No problem, Mighty Mouse. There will be more in the future because, like I said, I love giving back to you guys in any way I can. And it's just been an incredible ride, man. And here's to several more fun times. And it's going to be a blast. And I'll see you guys online again soon. Congratulations to everyone who won an award last night. And thank you for everybody who came to support. You guys rock. Yeah, they're quick. They're quick like a ninja. All right. Peace out, everybody. See you later. Thank you so much. Later, Android 16. Later, Solo. Of course, man. All my Gamecats, Roy. Later, buddy. All my Gamecats in the house. Thank you so much. I'm out.